Hey everybody, Yogi Chevy here, and I am in the middle of my mat, ready to go. So if you guys could just come to some type of a seated position in the middle of your mat, and we are going to just start rocking and rolling here. So this is a twisting vinyasa, and I'm going to be turning you guys onto some new poses that I certainly haven't showed you to date. Maybe you've seen me do them, but you haven't had me instruct you in them at all. And this is going to be, and I would also consider a lot of these poses definitely transitional poses. And the first pose that I wanted to talk to you guys about is child's pose. So if you guys are going in one direction, come back the other way. I'm kind of willy-nilly here going back and forth. And what I'm really aiming at right here is just loosening up my lower back and just coming and feeling comfortable. I'm not really attached to my breathing much at this point. We are going to be doing this vinyasa to Krishna Das, and Krishna Das is like awesome. You know, I really do enjoy music, and one of the things that I struggle with teaching yoga, like in a classroom situation, is what music to pick. And you know, especially in doing this online, it was like kind of important to me. I didn't want to do a whole bunch of copyright stuff, and I'm hoping that I don't run into an issue with promoting Krishna Das while I do this yoga practice. But this is a song called All One, and it's awesome. It's such a beautiful song, and it yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. It's a 20-minute long song, and it really builds, and then kind of the last 3 minutes of the song will just be kind of breaking into a meditation by that point. I'm going to take the time right now to come to a tabletop position, and let's just work on our wrists for a little bit, and let's start to get a little bit more intentional with our back and maybe do some cat-cow. So cow is where I drop my chest and I bring my shoulders back. Cat is where I arch my back. And push. This is a very active pose. I love to do cow and cat backs when I'm in Pada Uttanasana, which is like standing forward fold. So you can do that as well. And we're just really looking at just kind of getting some flexation in the middle part of our back, which is in our lower part. Do a few more cat cows from your tabletop, or if you're in Pada Uttanasana, if you change, stay doing it there. Get some organic movement there, good. And let's just work out on our wrists for a second. So I like to start off with just my fingertips pointing towards each other. Don't be shy about lifting up your fingers. I mean, you know, one thing is I like to pay a lot of attention to my hands and my feet. And I know I talk about it a lot in my classes, but it's so important, you know, to really flex our toes. Flex our fingers. I think this is like I feel like this is like angry cat pose. Oh, but it feels so good. Oh. Let's bring our fingertips towards us and do the same thing. So we're going to be here for about 5 more minutes, just kind of warming up our bodies, warming up our wrists. Think about our breath. You can think about one movement, one breath, you know, going all the way on the inhale one way, bring it back, exhale the other way, and see if you can time it out like 5-second intervals. Maybe starting to break into our ujjayi, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's bring our hands back normally, just fingertips painting the front of the room. And I want to focus on our hand mudras here. And so this is where I really push down on the mat and I squinch my fingers back. It's where they look like they're like little down dogs like this. And I'm really activating, pushing in on my fingertips. I like to come up to a standing forward fold here, but you can always just stay in your in tabletop, you know. But anytime I can get my head under my heart, I really like to do that. And as my practice increases, it's like I really like more inverted type of stuff. So as we're here in this position, I'm just going to show you guys pyramid, and you guys can just keep going on with your just warming up your wrists, warming up your toes. Do it for a couple more minutes. This is pyramid. So pyramid is like my hips are square, my front leg is straight, and I'm down here. Now, if I just take and bend this leg, this is like my warrior legs here. If I bend my front leg and I can step this back leg a little bit back, and I'm into my warrior legs. Back leg, back foot's at a 45-degree angle, really push down on the outside edge of my foot is pushing down, activating my arch. And on my front foot, if I look down, I can just see my toes coming up, and maybe I can lift my toes and then drop down further. And the more you stay here, you might even be able to widen it. Now I'm fighting again. This is warrior feet. If I'm thinking warrior one and I'm thinking square hips, especially for pyramid where it's square, this is a great place to check. Where's my warrior one at? Warrior one's an advanced pose. Okay, so this is pyramid, right? Warrior one legs. Now warrior two. Now another pose that I did want to show you guys is what I would, it's a Bikram triangle. So Bikram is a style of yoga. It's 26 postures that you do twice at 105 degrees. It's a very tough practice, but I love it. This is Trikonasana, master's pose. This is something we'll definitely be getting in today on both sides. Where are we at? How you guys out with your hands? Okay. Let's start to, we're going to start this vinyasa at the back of our mats in a kneeling position. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about in this pose, hang on, Samsung's such a pain in the butt. Get up. Is it going to let me get in focus here? Okay, there it goes. Thank you, camera. Okay, so we are in the back of our mat, and the movement that I'm looking for with our spine is when we're twisting. So right here, from tabletop, I can just lift a hand and just bring it to my glutes. Give yourself a little goose on each side. And just relax. Notice any tension in here. See if you can go further every time. We're going to be taking this, right, from this tabletop. And we're actually going to be going to half moon and revolved half moon. We are going to go from triangle to reverse triangle. And we are going to do two variations of triangle. We're going to do a bent leg triangle, which is like a Bikram style. And then we're going to do like a triangle that is more like what I would consider like a Baron Baptiste straight leg triangle. My roots are in Baptiste and Bikram and Bark and Flow for sure. I haven't done any specific training in those, but I practice them an awful lot. Okay guys, let's go to the back and do a standing position in the back, and we're gonna walk into this kind of short legged first. So what I want you to do is just, let's do a couple of cleansing breaths here. Let's inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. When I'm inhaling with my half lift, I'm really in like a cow style back here. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold, and I'm really rounding out my back. Inhale, half lift. And also when I'm inhaling half lift and in a cow back, it's also really helpful to force my chin down. It hurts, but it's a really nice back stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And on our next inhale, I want you to step your left foot forward just under your heart. So this is a very short step, as you guys can see. I am pretty much straight ankle to ankle. I'm fighting again to keep my hips square here. We can half lift here. You can even, to check yourself, is come up. Force your hips forward. Raise your right arm and then come back down, okay? So we are in pyramid here, and you can just chill out and just relax here. Take a couple of breaths, and we can start to do that same thing where I'm planting my left hand in front of my left foot, and I'm just kind of coming up to the side. This is triangle. And I can just do the same motion, just coming into reverse. Now reverse for me is hard here. So on my first couple of rotations, I'm only just bringing my hand to my hip. Good. come down out of that and relax for a second. Take a couple of cleansing breaths and let's just step our left foot back. And we're going to step our right foot through. Short step again. All right, concentrating on a flat back, square hips. We can lift up. Check with your shoulders. Are they down and roll back? How's your back? Let's not scrunch. Come down. Let's start our rotations. Do this 3 to 5 times. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And let's step that right foot back. Let's come down, enjoy a nice child's pose here for a second. We're going to be widening our stance next, guys. You could from here whip it forward into a high plank and just check where my plank is. Right now I'm super short. So here's a good high plank. Lower back. We're checking, right? So if you're tired here, you can come into a child's pose. Or you can join me by lifting your left leg up and just planting that right in between your hands the best that you can. Now we're going to come into our warrior leg. So here we are in a high lunge or low lunge, right? They're a high lunge. This low lunge would be more lower, but we're in a lunge. And I'm just rotating my back foot back at a 45-degree angle to get to my warrior legs again, right? Now this is like humble warrior. And from humble warrior, I'm just going to kind of grab my ankle and just open up. Trikonasana. Saw me do this once before, Bikram style, and I'm really stretching my arms here, both sides coming up. Relax. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, we can come up to a lunge if you would like, and then rotate to the other side. This is like our reverse. Something we want a little bit more, we can stay in our warrior legs and fight that reverse. It's a little bit more on our groins. This is a little bit easier, a little bit on our hip flexors. Let's switch. And again, we're going to do this 3 times. We're just about a little more than halfway done, guys. Let's relax, come into our pyramid. You know, it might feel good here just to come into kind of a this is a really long pyramid, you know, and for me, this is just a great nervous system release. Let's inhale. Oh, let's step that back foot back and relax, and let's inhale on our right, and let's step our right foot through. See how softly you can land that right foot, and here I am, right in lunge. I'm going to work that foot down and get right into my warrior legs. I'm going to fight here. I'm just going to make this feel good. Oh, there we go. Let it go. You know, from here, you can really start to also work to get your hips square. I mean, this is kind of fun if you want to come into like a half bind. I'm reaching this hand around and kind of grabbing my hip crease, and now I'm looking for to really square off my hips, push my right hip back, and then twisting in the end, exhaling. Find a few more breaths here. Maybe come back to that hand raised. Let's let that go. Extended pyramid. You know, this side, I have to go to my lunge legs. It's hard for me to be in pyramid. Here, it's much more comfortable when I'm in like a high lunge. Let's bring that right foot back. Let's feel that. Oh, relax, enjoy that. You guys want to do a vinyasa here? You can. You've done some hard work. I'm going to do a vinyasa here. Oh. Look both ways. All right, guys, let's raise our left leg up. Plant it in between our hands. And I'm going to leave that leg straight at this time, and I'm going to do a straight leg triangle. And a reverse. Straight leg triangle. Oh. Breathing. And then we can step up into a half split. And now just let yourself flow. This is half moon, people. So you've just done a lot of work to activate your hip flexors. This is really prime for a good balance here. Let's plant that right hand. Let's come into reverse. Half moon. Tough pose, guys. Come down. Let's lower that back foot into our warrior legs. Let's come back, humble warrior. Straighten out to pyramid. Let's let go. Let's step that foot back. Let's step our other foot forward. You guys are doing great. Let's stay right here. We're gonna rotate that down. Straight leg triangle. I love this pose. Reverse triangle, not my favorite, but it used to be the worst. It's painful. Stem up into a half split. And now we are half moon other side. Very good, guys. Stay here. We got it. We got it. See if you can find some Dursti. And Dursti is a balancing point. It's like a meditation point. So my Dursti right now is right. I got it. I'm going to find my Dursti. It's right there. That's it. So when I can concentrate, no, on that point. No, it's not there. Where is it? It's there. That's how specific your Dursti has to be. Oh, it's right there. Point. Come up into half moon. There you go. See if I can move that Dursti to the other side. I got it. This is not my strong side for my half moons. There you go, guys. Oh, a couple more breaths. Let's meet at the front of our mat in a standing forward fold. And let's come down to a yogi squat. Oh, and this should feel really good right now. It's just like just letting go and relaxing. Let's just sit here for a second. Couple breaths here. I would like to take this opportunity and kind of work on a little bit of our balancing poses. Let's work on crow. So, Bukkasana, straight arm crow. And I can try this. It's kind of come into a crow with my arms super straight without falling over. There we go. We got it. We got it. Now, bent arm is Kukkasana. Unsupported. Back, shoot back. Scoop through. Oh! Vinyasa time, people. Oh! Take your time. Feel this vinyasa out. Go slow. Are you handstanding? Are you splitting? Are you just chilling? Are you in a child's pose? You guys feel how you are and let it go. I'm feeling a little scorpion. Maybe. Let's see. Let me try that one more time. All right, we got this. We got this, guys. There we go. Not quite that low. I'll take it. Let's meet wherever you guys are. Find your breath. Let's find ourselves in the centers of our mat. I love this song. Start to find our breath. Start to find your way to the center of the mat. Relaxing. This is the Come As You Are flow. I love this song. All One by Krishna Das. It is just like peeking out right now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, and any organic movement you guys want right now, we are at the end of this. Thank you for hanging out with me through this whole little twisty, flowy thing. I hope that I was able to teach you guys some new things, some new poses. I am a sweaty mess. Now let's really get in touch with our breath. Check in with our bodies. My hope, guys, is that these workouts will be like little 20-minute to a half-hour workouts that you guys can turn on whenever you want. This is like something I do daily. I do this twisting pose almost daily. I don't know of a day when I don't. And my next video, we will be covering back bends. So I will be showing you guys wheel and bridge, and we will be having all sorts of fun. We will do more poses, like we'll be showing you a puppy pose and some other yin style poses. So again, guys, go to a yoga studio in your area. They are all over this country with a whole bunch of beautiful people in them. So I love you guys. God bless you. Please subscribe and like, and I am psyched to keep pumping these out for you. God bless.